We're just getting settled here in Shanghai, ahead of the Chinese Grand Prix. A visit to Shanghai International Circuit can only mean it's time for the Chinese Grand Prix. This state-of-the-art track combines high G-force corners with one of the longest straights on the calendar. And with space for up to 200,000 spectators, not a minute of action will be missed. Let's see then how the weekend unfolds. And as far as we can tell, they've got a fault with the car. Welcome everyone, qualifying for the sprint awaits us and we're raring to get going. And here we've got a yellow flag. And the control's lost. And that certainly wouldn't have been in their plans today.
Sorry, I've sat in silence. Yeah, so first part of qualifying, Ghost fastest, Rob 2 seconds, Tier third, Chris Rebel fourth, Bacon Bear fifth, Joey B sixth, Jack Alacco in seventh, AP Palfs in eighth, Avenir in ninth, myself in 10th, Dakar in 11th, James Gardner 12th, Ricky VE in 13th, Josh in 14th, Kevin O'Reilly in 15th, and Finley in 16th, knocked out Kylo Ren, Denko, Hugo, Sumo, Koru, and Alex. So Avenir knocked out down in 15th. I was fastest with Bacon Bear, with Joey B in 3rd, Robson in 4th, Jack Alacco 5th, James Gardner in 6th, Chris Rebel in 7th, Finley in 8th, Daka in 9th, and Kevin O'Reilly making the cut point. Josh, Rick, AP Pals, Ghost, Avenir, and Tier full foul of qualifying 2. So we're just going to get to qualifying 3 results, and well, look at that. I'm pole. Everybody's going to scream it's a fix, but I assure you, it is not. The slowest time slower time than my qualifying 2 time, I should say. So, starting grid for the sprint, I'm on pole, James Gardner 2nd, Rob Sue in 3rd, Jack Alacco in 4th, Chris Rebel in 5th, Kevin O'Reilly 6th, Bacon Bear 7th, Joey B in 8th, Daka 9th, and 10th is Finley. Remember, top 8 get points in the sprint.
Well, the excitement levels continue to rise here as the teams prepare for the sprint. Of course, this is the first sprint of the season, adding an extra challenge for the drivers and their teams. But as ever, in Formula One, an extra challenge is an extra opportunity.
The big draw today is the opportunity to grab some extra championship points. After all, they could make the difference when the season comes to a close.
Well, it's not too long now until the sprint around Shanghai, where we'll see who comes out on top.
One stop on the medium seems fairly fair, so let's go.
Here we go, the sprint in Shanghai. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Right, let's get... How do I get moving around here? There we go. So 19 laps of this Sprint Grand Prix. And Jack Alacco has lost third to Robsu. And Joey B making moves. Or Chris Rebel, shall I say, as Ghost has overtaken Avenir.
Turn 5. The gap opens up for them.
Nice and easy.
And up into 14th they go.
Not too sure what's happened to Bacon Bear. He's got a warning of some sort or under investigation. All over the back of Daka. As I can imagine, this is going to quieten down pretty quickly around here. Oh, we do have a mistake. Joey B locking up.
Let's have a look then at turn 6. Very heavy on the brakes.
Oof.
And hopefully there's not too much damage to the tyres.
So Joe fell all the way down to 19th there. Daka all over the back of Jakalako, 2 Scotsmen. As Daka does get past Jakalako and sets himself on to Chris Rebel ahead. The gap to lead is just under 2 seconds.
Let's have a look at the action. It's all at the final corner. It's certainly inviting.
Avenir overtaking Ghost.
13th.
Bacon Bear up to 6. It's a good race for Bacon Bear. Daka's up to 6 now. And Daka is finding the pace to catch up to the cars ahead. Kevin O'Reilly's up to 2nd in the Mercedes with the fastest lap, demoting James Gardner down to 3rd. Can Kevin catch me in the Mercedes? AP Palson and Red Bull in 8th. Bacon Bear has dropped to 9th. As it stands, even Jakalako's dropped down quite a bit. Avenir gets past Jakalako. There's yellow flags out there. Looks like Hugo may have had a moment.
Here's the replay. Look at the Mercedes. Nothing at this point. Oh, and the car locks up. They took a gamble, and it was just too late.
So Chris Rebel in Red Bull now making moves in 2nd place.
Let's take a closer look.
Oh, what's happened
Here
here?
we are following the Alpine. It's there for the taking.
Good overtake by our experienced Scotsman.
The points in touching distance now.
Oh, VSC. What is that for? Hugo is out.
There's a yellow flag now.
Oh, he's crashed.
Now this was the 7th corner. Clearly unable to take evasive action.
Oh dear.
That's not what they would have had in mind when they woke up this morning.
That's a big clatter into the barrier.
And look at the team there. They all knew what that moment meant.
Tempted to just gamble and box for softs. For both the APP cars, whilst the virtual safety car is out. don't get me wrong, I know it's going to put them a long way back, but if we can just put them into some sort of qualifying mode and then see if they can pick up some places. It's a long VSC. It's ending, and it has ended. So back underway for racing. 3 laps to go. Perhaps it's just not going to be enough. Avenir does set the fastest lap. Daka does have a mechanical fault, but he's going to come home in 7th.
The RB driver picks up the win in the sprint.
Daka does come home in 7th, ahead of APPF1. Our little gamble at the end there just fell short. Maybe a couple more laps where they got a few positions, but had to give something a go to try and break into the top 8. It's always a long shot, but there we go.
The competition out there was certainly tough today, and it leaves many coming away from the sprint empty-handed.
Unfortunately for them, they finished in P21, and to be perfectly honest, have a long way to go.
So there's your sprint results, top 8 scoring points. Myself P1, Chris Rebel P2, James Gardner P3, and then Kevin O'Reilly 4th, Robsu 5th, Bacon Bear 6th, Daka in 7th, and APPF1 in 8th is our points scorers. And just to quickly round off the rest of the field, I'll just scroll through so you can see yourself. Hugo DNFing.
Now it's time to see who'll come out on top as qualifying gets underway.
The Shanghai International Circuit is notoriously tough on tyres, so expect to see that factor into the team's strategies as they deal with this busy schedule.
Looking like a dry weekend. Let's get the cars in the pits.
Now we should be able to take a look here.
Oh dear, Denko.
Now look, here we head into turn 2. And round they go. And ultimately, just unable to bring the car under control.
It's a quick recovery though. Right, so let's think about getting our cars back on track. Oh dear, I don't think Alex is going to make it. He isn't. I think we're okay. Right, so this is a bit different to the sprint. Right, so APPF1. Well, let's go to the people who have been knocked out, actually. So the 5 knocked out is Tia, Kylo Ren, Ghost, Robsu, Hugo, and Kevin O'Reilly. Sumo just sneaking through. Then you've got Finley, Josh, Koru. This is working our way up to P1. Daka, Rick, myself, Alex in P9, Avenir in P8, Joey B in 7th, Jackalacko 6th, Chris Rebel 5th, Denko 4th, Bacon Bear 3rd, James Gardner 2nd, and APPF1 in 1st. So both our cars make it through to Q2, which is nice. We're going to send our cars out on just heavily worn softs so we don't use a set of softs unnecessarily. So times probably will be a bit slow first run. Yeah, I think Avenir got impeded quite bad on that lap. To be 3.3 seconds down, but we'll get back into the pits. And we'll throw on a new set of softs for them both, ready for their last runs. Right. Everyone will be out in time for their last run. So Avenir looking to improve on P16. Can he do it? Up to 6. Nice. But Alex has been knocked out. Yes, Alex G knocked out. So a better qualifying session from Avenir. So yeah, 16th for Alex, quite a way off the knockout point by a good 9/10 of a second. Dakar in 15th, Koru 14th. Hello, Hugo. I'm sorry to say, mate, you've qualified 18th for the Chinese Grand Prix. Koru 14th, Joey B in 13th, Finley in 12th, Chris Rebel in 11th, Denko is 10th. APPF1 has made it into Q3. James Gardner in Q3, Avenir 7th, myself in 6th, Sumo in 5th, Jackalacko in 4th, Josh in 3rd, Rick in 2nd, and Bacon Bear in 1st for Q3. So let's see where we can get Avenir. Avenir's up in 4th at the moment. Denko. Very good lap from Denko there. And as we get ready for our last run. Nice bit of clear track for us. Let's go. Avenir up to third. Right, so Bacon Bear takes pole position with a 1 minute 32.9, a whopping 4 tenths or 3.5 tenths clear of AP Pulse. Great effort. Denko in third, Avenir in fourth, Sumo in fifth, myself in sixth, Jackalacko in seventh, Rick in eighth, James Gardner in ninth, and Josh rounding off the top 10 for the Chinese Grand Prix.
The 56 laps of the Shanghai International Circuit await our drivers here in China.
Shanghai has seen its fair share of clashes over the years, one of which happened even before the 2005 race had begun, when Michael Schumacher collided with Christian Albers on the way to the grid, sending Albers into the air.
Shanghai International Circuit is a complicated low-speed track that demands high downforce. The series of rapid turns from 1 to 4 demands high grip, but the more the drivers warm their tyres, the more degradation they'll have to deal with. Race day has arrived, and the time has almost come for these drivers to fight it out, wheel to wheel.
Well, see how it goes, Hugo. See how it goes. APP race fixing. You know it. You know it. Wouldn't be a proper APP race without any kind of race fixing. I think I like the look of that one most. Yeah. Right, let's go racing, shall we?
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. Many people here and at home are wondering what the Haas driver can do.
There's plenty to work with starting 8th. With the right calls, they could even make up a place or two.
Right, let's get to it then. The excitement is building here in Shanghai. It's lights out and away we go.
So Avenir is in fourth. Few drivers are dropping position. Alex working his way around the outside of Dakar there. Very slow into this corner here. They're both Alpines in the points. I think they've had a slow start to the season, if I remember rightfully. Rick up in 7th. Hugo, if you're here, you're down to 18th, mate. Looks like you've been overtaken by Kevin. Long way to go, though. A very long way to go. GP2 engine, yes. GP2 engine. fast forward for a few laps, see if anything happens. There's
now we can see what
Sumo's got past
right,
Avenir.
we're at turn 14 here. The opportunity's there.
Sumo making moves. He needs a good result in that Ferrari.
Closer and closer to that podium. Now in 4th place.
AP Pulse has taken the lead off of Bacon Bear. And we've got past Avenir and we've got past Sumo.
Now this is where the RB driver's involved. There's the opening.
There we go. I've got past Sumo for good measure as well. Now Rick has overtaken Avenir. As now Jackalacco swoops at the inside of Avenir. There you go. Giving each other the space. I think Jack's on the soft tyres, or is he on mediums? I'm sure he's on the Red Bull softs. There we have it. I've overtaken Denko as well, as Kevin O'Reilly overtakes Alex G. It's going to be a basic move up the inside here. How late do you brake on those softs? Alex losing places at the back now. Hugo, you're up to 16th. Now we're into the pit stop phase of this race.
Oh no, that's a slow pit stop there.
So the Haas makes a stop. But they run into trouble and it holds up their stop.
So interesting. Now we're in the pit stop phase of this race. AP Pulse about to overtake Hugo. Down the pit straight around the outside. Those fresh hards are helping him no end. So Avenir on the medium tyres probably will be coming into the pits in the next few laps.
Now there's been an issue in the pits.
We need to think about getting Kevin O'Reilly has overtaken Avenir. Kylo Ren sets the fastest lap. And Dakar with a mechanical fault.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
Midfield is so close together. As we are at the midway point through this race. Avenir having a strong race for APP. Dakar and Hugo making earlier stops. Maybe a good undercut opportunity is on.
Oh dear, that's not a good stop. Now, what exactly happened there, Karun?
Oh dear,
The Ferrari
Sumo.
team prepared for the stop. They just can't get the front left tight enough.
Danko's got a box. Let's put options. Who knows if Dennis has it. I'm going to throw Avenir onto softs.
We've got a yellow flag here.
Oh, yellow flags. What's that for? Courier's crashed.
Along the straights here. And makes contact with the wall. And that's one surefire way to put a dampener on your weekend. And who's that having an issue in the pits?
Oh no, Avenir has had an issue in the pits. That's not good. It was all going so well for APP, not anymore. So Bacon Bear leads the way. AP Palston second. Let's get the tyres up. So it's a shootout between V-Carbs and Red Bulls. James Gardner in on his own, Joey B on his own. Finley has both the McLarens squabbling behind. And Denko pull off this overtake. Sumo's got DRS. Denko's looking for the move. He gets it done. And maybe Denko can get Finley down the pit straight here. I think this is going to be quite an easy move. No DRS on the Aston Martin ahead. Job done. Denko sets himself after Joe. Denko and Finley having a ding-dong. Full 7th position. Denko gets past Finley. They're catching up to Joey B ahead. Maybe if they carry on, they can catch up to Chris. Oh no, Chris has spun. It's down to 7th. Now Denko can smell P5. Joey B hangs on to 5th in the Williams for the time being. I think it's a matter of time before he does get overtaken by Denko. Bacon Bear under no pressure out in the lead. I've got AP on my case and slightly fresher tyres. 3 laps to go. I'll keep an eye on it. So just within DRS now. DRS open. Looking for a move around the outside potentially is the Red Bull of AP Pals. No. We're on the final lap of the Grand Prix. AP still on the back of myself here. There's quite a few mechanical faults here. Bacon Bear's going to come home to win. I have held off AP for second. So it's RB Racing 1-2. Bacon Bear crosses the line to take the win. I come home second with AP in third. James Gardner fastest lap and P4. Joey B has held off Denko. Chris is going to come home in 7th, Sumo in 8th. We're going to have Finley come home in 9th and Ricky VE in 10th for the final points position. There we go.
Sometimes I think you just
Race
have to
done.
accept that it's not going to be your race.
So Bacon Bear takes victory, and I come home in 2nd. Sorry, Hugo. AP Palston 3rd, James Gardner up 5 places to 4th. Joey B worked his way up to 5th. Denko lost 3 places, but will still be happy with 6th position. It's good points. Chris Rebel in 8th. Sumo Gilligan. Chris Rebel in 7th. Sumo Gilligan in 8th. Finley in 9th. And Ricky V grabbing that last point in 10th. And there's the rest of the field. Sorry, Hugo. P20, mate. You lost 2 positions in that race. I don't know how Avenir lost 14 places. I know he had a pit stop issue. But I lead the way in the championship. And APP fixing at its finest. Bacon Bear is in 2nd. Chris is in 3rd in the Red Bull. So Red Bulls definitely look like the 2nd most developed car on the grid. James Gardner in the Haas, and both Ferraris in 6th and 8th in the standings. Get a good haul of points here. Joey B as well getting a good haul of points, getting 10 points to his name. Still a few drivers not to score some points. Alex G, Koru and Jack Alako. Constructors, well, Visa, Racing Bull, Cash Out, whatever you want to call them, lead the way, 191 points. Red Bull in 2nd on 104. Ferrari getting a haul of 12 points, but Haas getting a nice chunk there, 20 points for them. On the back of Ferrari. Kicks Alba just to 2 points this weekend. APP Racing and Alpine, the only team not to score a point at all this weekend. Fastest pit stop, though, Hugo, does go to you. You get 25 points for Mercedes. And that's how the pit stop competition is looking. So there we go. China is done. Our next Grand Prix will take us to Miami. Hugo saying fastest pit stop is lame. It's better than nothing, I guess. But yeah, not the most exciting thing to get a shout about. Who is samples of failed? I don't have any. We need to think about manufacturing these new parts if we can. Oops, didn't mean to press square there. Hmm. Looking like a warm weekend in Miami. See what we could do. I can't remember if this is a sprint again or not.
Once again, we touch down in Miami as F1 returns to the Magic City. We're in the state of year-round summer. The streets of Miami Gardens will come alive with the roar of racing, and the excitement is only just beginning.
Don't forget, the schedule this weekend sees the drivers take to the track for an all-out sprint race. A good opportunity to clinch some crucial championship points.
Now let's crack on with the weekend. And yeah, a terminal failure. Absolutely gutting. Welcome everyone, qualifying for the sprint awaits us, and we're raring to get going. We're back and the action is set to get even better today as the drivers go racing in the sprint.
And of course, the big incentive here is getting a few extra points on the board, with the top finishers in the sprint set to add to their championship tally.
But who will be victorious in the Miami Sprint? We'll soon find out. And here in Miami, it's time for the sprint. And it's lights out, and away we go. Right then, we can take a look now. Right, let's follow the action now at turn 7. Oh, and the car with a nasty crash into the barrier. Now their confidence will have taken a hit with that. As for the team back in the garage, that was a tough moment to watch.
Interesting. Red flag. Okay. Well, it's got to be softs to the end.
Let's get this sprint underway once more.
Oh, it's raining. Wow.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Oh, it's the final lap as well. It's a one-lap sprint. So who can manage their pace in the rain? Oh no, that's not good. Oh, look at this. I'm fighting with APP for a podium spot. Not podium spot, sorry. The last point. What am I talking about? Oh no, I'm going to miss out. So James Gardner is going to come home and take the sprint win. I'm not going to score anything. Bacon Bear, though, is going to come home in second. Joey B rounds off the podium for the sprint. Finley in fourth, Kevin O'Reilly fifth, Robsu sixth, Tier seventh, AP Pals in eighth.
Wins the sprint.
Myself in ninth, Sumo in 10th, Koru in 11th, Kylo Ren 12th, Hugo in 13th, Daka 14th, Jack Alako 15th, Ghost 16th, Denko 17th, Chris Rebel 18th, Josh 19th.
The competition out there was...
And I didn't see the rest of the field. Yeah, so Josh 19th, Avenir 20th, Rick 21st, and Alex in... Oh, Alex crashed out, unclassified.
Hello and welcome to the much anticipated qualifying session.
The Miami International Autodrome has some lovely long straights.
Right, so guys don't want to listen to your waffling on the game, that is. So it's looking like an intermediate session. Why have you got car parts missing? And a chassis. So expecting it to dry up, I think, by the end of this session. so I might not send anyone out until the very end. It's dry now, so let's make sure we got our drivers on the right tyres. And there's a bit of a suicide going on here, I think. Oh, we gambled and it didn't pay off. Way off, everyone. We're starting dead last for APP.
Popcorn yet?
All the popcorn's gone, Bethany.
Oh, fine.
Sorry.
That's your popcorn.
Sorry?
But it's a homework this time. But Oreo's likes that.
You haven't been given Oreo popcorn, have you?
Yeah, but Oreo's eating it all.
You don't give the dog popcorn. I gave that to you for you.
No, but Oreo's likes it.
I know the dog likes it. The dog likes everything.
Yeah.
But you don't give the food I give you to the dog.
No, it's Oreo's likes it. But that almost gets it, but gets it don't like it.
Okay, thank you very much, Bethany. After qualifying, Rob Su takes pole position in the McLaren. Joey B is in second, Finley in third, Bacon Bear fourth, Tier in fifth, Palston sixth, Chris Rebel in seventh, Ricky V in eighth, Denko ninth, Koru 10th, James Gardner last. The sprint race winner is in 11th, Dakar is in 12th, Kylo Ren 13th, Kevin 14th, Ghost 15th, Josh 16th, Sumo 17th, myself 18th. What the hell's happened there? Hugo 19th, Jackalaka 20th, and then Avenir and Alex are 21st and 22nd, respectively. Apologies for the lack of talking on the stream as well. If you watch this back or you're watching now, just got my headset on mute in case I'm listening out for my daughter who's asleep as well, in case she wakes up. But Zoe will be back from work any second.
I think I need a drink.
You think you need a drink, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get this started, then we'll get you a drink, okay?
But Oreo is the only drink in me.
Okay.
He get me first an Oreo.
Okay.
But Oreo's a bit full for food.
Oreo needs a drink as well, does she?
Yeah. But his cousins don't like it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bethany.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams, and this is it, the Miami Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
I'll ride on board with the front row for the time being. I'll be back in a moment. So I'm sure you've heard I need to give my daughter a drink. What have I missed since I've been away? So, Robsu down in fifth. Joey B has made a bolt for the lead. Closed up by Bacon Bear, though. Bacon Bear in prime position here to win this race, I would say. Considering the recent form of the V-Carbs. Let's jump forward a little bit. So Avenir and Alex are still actually side by side. At the back, losing time. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time with them.
Who sex? There's been a crash.
Oh, crash? Between who?
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault. And there's been a slow pit stop. Now talk us through this one, Karun.
The Williams team move into their places,
Disaster for Joey B.
but they're not able to loosen the tyre.
Oil's goodness with me.
Now down to the pits. There's been a hold-up. Sometimes I think you just have to accept that it's not going to be your race.
It's been a very frustrating day for them, and they leave without any points. That's not the sort of performance we'd expect to see, really.
Well, Karoon, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
It's not been the greatest weekend. Both drivers need to step up and show what they can do, and the team have to be there to support them.
And with that, our weekend in Miami now draws to a close.
Now the teams will be looking ahead to Imola, where the season progresses with the immediate...